Well, hello and welcome. I'm Miss Heard with Miss Heard Song Lyrics Podcast. We're in Season 5, Episode 252, with a number here from Johnny Kemp. The Miss Heard lyric is, just got laid Friday night, Holly Hunter, feeling right. And then the correct lyrics is, just got paid Friday night, party hunting, feeling right. For all these years, I thought he got lucky with actress Holly Hunter. That's why I thought she got Blade and Holly Hunter, Friday night, all was good. Well, I'm totally off. Let's talk about who Holly Hunter is, if you don't know. She's a well-known American actress born back on March 20th, 1958. She actually won an Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance as Ada McGrath in the 1993 drama film The Piano, with a very young Anna Paquin, and has earned 3 additional Academy Award nominations for Broadcast News in 1987, and The Firm 1993, and 13, 2003. So I did mention Anna Paquin. She was born on July 24th, 1982. She's a New Zealand actress. That I did not know. She made her acting debut in that actual romantic drama, The Piano, in 1993. She won the Academy Award, I remember that, for Best Supporting Actress at age 11, becoming the second youngest winner in Oscar history. I think the first one is Tatum O'Neal. She was the youngest, but I remember back in 93 watching the Academy Awards, and she was the little thing going up there getting her Best Supporting Actress Award at age 11. All right, so back to Holly Hunter. She won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series or Movie for the TV films Roe v. Wade in 1989, and the Positively True Adventures of the Alleged Texas Cheerleading Murdering Mom in 1993. Boy, that's a mouthful. She also starred in a TNT drama series called Saving Grace from 2007 and 2010. I just love her. The thing that I knew her as is her Coen brothers role in Raising Arizona in 1987. Very young there with her, and that, you know, again, she does a great job in that movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You can probably find it on Netflix or something online on YouTube. She was in a movie called Always in 1989, Miss Firecracker in 1989, and through 2017 with The Big Sick. And that she earned her second Actor Guild Award nomination for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role. She's married to a Janusz Kaminski, hopefully I said it right. He actually was the cinematographer of Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan from 1995 until 2001. She has been in a relationship with British actor Gordon MacDonald since 2001. They met when she was in the San Jose Repertory Theater's production of playwright Marina Carr's By the Bog of Cats, in which she played a woman abandoned by her lover of 14 years, played by MacDonald. And then in January 2006, Hunter gave birth to the couple's twin sons, Claude and Press. Wow, they're about, what, 18 now? Gosh, time is flying. Another did you know that I did not know about her is her maternal uncle, Butch, was the Air Force Major General Richard C. Catledge. And why is he prominent? He actually formed and led the first United States Force Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds. All right, so back to the song Just Got Paid. It's a 1988 single by Bahamian, I don't know how to say it, Bahamian R&B singer. So he's from Bahama, songwriter Johnny Kemp. I like Johnny Kemp. I remember him. What happened was the song started as an instrumental track by Teddy Riley, and it was actually supposed to be for Keith Sweat. Remember Keith Sweat's 1987 debut called Make It Last Forever. But Sweat ultimately passed on the song. Oh man, Keith Sweat could have been yours. Lucky for Kemp, he had recorded a demo of that song, intending to be used by another singer with this, what they call scratch vocal, which ended up being on the final release. So what's a scratch vocal? It's a vocal performance that a singer like Johnny Kemp records to provide reference track that music producers and audio engineers can use as they craft other pieces of the recording song. So they hear that, but it was so good and it worked that they ended up using it for the final release. Here's some famous other scratch vocals that did well, and they stayed with the original person that did the scratch vocal. So an example here we found on the internet says most of the time the singer ultimately re-records the vocal performance after production is complete. However, there are a number of exceptions of this rule. One being, of course, Just Got Paid, Johnny Kemp. But the other was the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes. Remember that? If you like Pina Colada. So that was left alone because when they re-recorded it, it lacked the desired energy and spontaneity. And the other was Carpenter's song Superstar. I love that song, where the scratch was so well performed that a re-record was deemed unnecessary. I love her voice, Karen Carpenter. Okay, so now you know what scratch vocals are. You also know how Johnny Kemp got the song Just Got Paid. It was supposed to be for Keith Sweat. How did it do? Well, it did pretty well. Smart of Johnny Kemp to do it. The song hit #1 on the U.S. R&B and dance chart and reached #10 on the Billboard Hot 100. And I remember it because I was like, I love it. And then, at that time, I just started a job. I was making a mere $3 an hour at minimum wage. And I was still happy that I just got paid and that song would play. It also received a Grammy Award nomination for Best R&B Song at the 31st Grammy Awards back in 1989. Yours truly was 17, but it lost out to, guess who? Anita Baker's Giving You the Best That I Got. So he would have won, but Anita Baker won that R&B Song of the Year for Grammy. Also, did you know the song was covered by NSYNC on their album No Strings Attached back in 2000, which was also produced by the song's original producer, Teddy Riley. He's like, might as well see if we can hit lightning in a bottle again, but it still did the best with Johnny Kemp's version. Who is Johnny Kemp? Well, he was born, of course, Jonathan Kemp, back on August 2nd, 1959. He tragically died on April 16th, 2015. So what, 19 years ago, this last April? So we'll go into that in a bit. He was from the Bahamas. He was a singer-songwriter, a record producer, and he began his career as a songwriter in the late 1970s, so 1979, and is perhaps best known for his solo work. Of course, the song we're talking about, 1988's Just Got Paid. And his solo career, this is how it started. So he landed a solo recording with Columbia Records and released his debut album in 1986. It charted in the U.S. on Billboard's Top Black Album chart, reaching #36 on June 28th of that same year. He scored a minor hit single from the album with Just Another Lover. It was co-written by a man or woman, I think, Kashif, I'm assuming a man, which peaked at #14, Billboard's Hot Black Singles chart on June 21st, 1986, and hit the Hot Disco Dance or Dance Disco charts, reaching #26 in club play and #35 in 12-inch single sales that same month. Remember 12-inch singles? Yes. That's when people couldn't download things. They had to actually go to the record store and buy. Greater success came the following year with the release of his 1987 album called Secrets of Flying, which contained a pair of top 5 hits on Billboard's Hot Black Singles chart, Dancing With Myself, and the one we're talking about, Just Got Paid, that hit #1. It was #10 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the summer of '88 and sold over 1 million singles in the United States. It topped the Hot Dance Music Club Play and provided its only UK singles chart entry, peaking at #68 in August of 1988. His only other Hot 100 entry after that was Birthday Suit. I honestly don't remember what that is. I'll have to check it out on YouTube. It's a tune from the soundtrack to the movie Sing in 1989, which climbed to #36 in 1989. All right, so remember I kind of talked about he had a tragic death? Well, he did. He was found dead back on April 16th, 2015, off the coast of Montego Bay, according to Jamaican reports. He was only 55 years old. That's so young. Kemp had been a passenger on a cruise ship that had docked in Montego Bay. Other cruise ship passengers had seen him earlier that day in the area. After the investigation, the St. James police believed he was walking on some rocks, lost his balance, fell, hit his head, and then drowned. How tragic is that? He was scheduled to be on the Tom Joyner Foundation-hosted annual Fantastic Voyage cruise as a performer when his body was found. Reports stated he'd not board the ship, so he didn't make it back to the ship. So sad. He left behind his wife, Deidre Fisher Kemp, and their 2 sons, one of whom, Jared Kemp, is also an actor. So he had sadly passed at a very young age of 55. Back to the song, I wanted to check the music video. You need to check it out on YouTube. It is at a whopping 37.7 million views. It was uploaded back on October 25th, 2009. So this October will hit 15 years. It is pure 80s joy with lots of black outfits, spandex dance outfits, Nike ones to be specific, because that was a look back then with cycle spandex shorts, as one would wear. I wore it, I'm not going to lie. And polka dots, and the women had big puffy shoulder pads. It's everything. And Mr. Kemp looks so sharp in his black. It kind of looks like a double-breasted suit, but it's a low V-neck. He's wearing a very tight white shirt, and he's at the club with his cronies and his guys. And the funny thing is, once in a while when they show him at the club, it's interspersed as black and white footage with the colored footage. So I think it was just the music director or the video director wanting to spice it up, but it is pure 80s and I love it. And Johnny Kemp looks so good. He's having fun, just got paid, not laid, but hey, you know, maybe. But it's so sad that he left us so early, but it is not about Holly Hunter. He's actually saying party hunted. So there you go. If you have any great suggestions like this misheard song lyric, please send it to any of our social media sites like Facebook, X, formerly named Twitter. It's now X, yes. Instagram, or just send us a nice email at misheard, MISSHEARD songs @gmail.com. Till then, keep singing those songs wrong. Bye.